Good morning, y'all. Got some much needed rain yesterday. It's been like so drowny here. So thankful for that. I got a bunch of stuff on my list to do today. Story of my life. But it'll be fine. I hope everyone has a good day. Still enjoying this 3-day weekend. Live it up. I'll probably live again later. Getting the morning start over here. Vibing, you know. I Oh my god, I really have to talk to my people though. I was hoping someone was in here from last night. What up, Cavis? Bless me. Thank you. Did you see me sneeze earlier? Hold on a second. The ice machine wasn't giving me much ice, which is annoying because I think it got stuck overnight. And it has to make ice again. But I don't want to chug through the coffee with no ice, you know? It's like, hold on. We got one. Oh, we got two. Oh, we got 34. Ooh. Not four. We're blessed to be four. Got five. I think that's it. That's all, folks. I got a bunch of carrots from my garden. And I was like, can I make a smoothie with carrots? Like a juicer, but I'm not. So I think I'm gonna do like a carrot, banana, coconut. I feel like there should be a green in there. Maybe I should throw like some spinach in there. Ooh, and some ginger. Well, that sounds good. Like the ginger, carrot, banana, maybe some spinach. So it'll be like a juice, but like a smoothie, you know? And then some coconut. Because who doesn't like coconut, you know? Sounds like that would be good. You need to start like definitely getting my veggies in. I still try to get like some greens in a day, always. But I need to be like consuming more greens. And I've been doing smoothies every day to get my protein in. But I'm not putting protein in that. That sounds really gross. Like with the carrot and the banana. Yeah, no. That's a no. I'm a little nervous about how that carrot's gonna blend in the NutriBullet. Can we laugh at my carrots real quick? And if you haven't grown carrots before, I don't want to fucking hear it at all. But if you have grown carrots before, then you probably understand that you have to like dig out around the dirt. Before I was just like, wee, and then whatever carrot you get, and I was getting like the smallest carrots I've ever seen in my entire life, like smaller than even the baby carrots. But look at them. This one's like hilarious. This actually is not my smallest. This is my smallest. Wild. Well, look at this one. They almost look like little chodes, but we're just gonna let that one go. Funny, this one has like some stuff going on. But it makes me wonder when they pull them from the fields to put them in bags to serve them at the grocery store. Like, are y'all doing that like really early and they don't get as big as that? Or are you like jumping us and pulling from the cycle early, you know, because carrots take a long time to grow. I actually should plant some more out there since I pulled all those. I still have some growing, but some of them are bolting. So if you know what bolting is, it's like flowering from the plant that drops seeds. So essentially get more carrots. I need to start replanting. I need to do something with this side. Need to do some research into what I should put on my side garden every year, like so it's not in a garden bed. It's like more desert-y. I've put soil there before, but the soil just like did not last long, and I think I'm gonna go with like dry planting like on that side. I was thinking about going to maybe get some mulch today, like for my little flower garden. It looks like a desert garden, but I put down the edging a couple weeks ago and it's been keeping it in, and we got heavy rain last night and it looked like it kept it in. So that was like something I wanted to test before I go buy mulch or soil, and then it just pours out, you know? What up, Polly? My phone died yesterday. What up, Ron? San Jose. That's early for you then. It was like 5 or 4. Was it like 4 a.m. almost 5? Crazy. It's okay. Your face must be boring. That's why you don't use it on your profile picture. Dang. Are you in Cali too? I forgot, Polly. What up, CJ? I'm getting the morning started. I've been considering a couple things, maybe like a flea market. I have a couple things on my list around here. We need to do doggy smell day for sure. I cleaned a bunch of stuff yesterday, so that felt good. But I've been like go 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 this past week, so I've just been like not on a routine that I normally would be on. Check out my little strawberry. It's the cutest. It's so cute. Just imagine with little eyeballs on it, and that's his hair. The green is his hair. I want to make some rocks like that. From the UK, Nottingham. What up, mates? No, I will not call you a scrubber. I may call you mate or bloke, and I won't call you pleb or plebe. I can't, I forget if it's plebe or pleb. Now watching me, sometimes I'm boring. And sometimes we keep these people on their toes. So good luck. But welcome, for real, welcome. Good vibes only. Please be of age. Please be a good human. If you're not, you get the boots. I really need one of my peeps to come in from last night though, because what the F. Preferably Mela, because I think it was Mela that timed them out. But I was like, wait, what? And then I closed it out and I couldn't even see. So I was like, wait, so I need to check that. But I'm not even gonna talk about it until one of my peeps from last night comes in, but some wild stuff. Yeah, little strawberry. I've honestly got like maybe like 20-ish strawberries from my little strawberry patch this year. It's been pretty exciting. So I've gotten a little more, a little less than a carton that you would get from the store. Okay, you said hearts when I trash talk in in British. Okay, good to know. I always love my Brits. My grandma's a Brit. Oh, you're okay. You're in Cali too, Polly. That's cool. Dang, Polly, I forgot. I'm pretty sure you're of age yesterday. You told me. I just don't remember the age. I'm sorry. I'm like takes me a few times sometimes. I remember the name and the little profile picture, but I'm gonna need to do an age check So everyone whip out their ID and nothing more than that. And tell me your astrology sign. Go. Yeah, my phone died yesterday while I was on the Big Joe. Did y'all see the Big Joe? Did you see the Big Joe, Polly? Oh, for popsicles, how are you gonna make popsicles? I mean, I could assume you like whip up a little recipe, but do you have a recipe that you're gonna use with homemade strawberries? That sounds so good. That just made me think of like I do have these little ice cream popsicle holder things, which I'm assuming is what you're gonna use to make those. But it would be good if I did like some strawberries with some coconut milk. Oh, like those really good. I love those little coconut bars that have little pieces of coconut strips in them. Phenomenal. They're expensive though. Oh, a fucking Scorpio. Bless the heavens now. Oh no. I'm just kidding. You're my opposite sign, but y'all are fucking nuts. I ain't kidding about that. Bama, what up? Thanks, Bama. Bama's the news anchor, y'all. It's always a pleasure. He don't fuck off and he'll tell you to get the out, you know? Yeah, yacht rock, like rock music on a yacht. Right? Bless your heart. Bless your little achy heart. Oh look, I'm wearing my Dolly Parton shirt today. Beg your pardon. I beg your pardon. There was something I seen recently for a hat. I'm gonna patch it on a hat, and it says uh I beg the differ, and it's got a frog with a knife. And I'm like, oh my gosh! And my one of my close friends, my best friend's mom sent me one with like I think it was a duck. It wasn't a chicken. I think it was a duck, and it was like dang, I forget what it said. Dang, what did I say? It was witty. It was one of those too. Like I'm gonna have to look it up. I always ruin things like that. It sucks. That's like me retelling a joke. I'm like laughing before I even remember any of the rest of the joke, and then when it's time to share the joke, it's like spotlight on me, and I tank it. You know, when I was growing up, people would be like, "You should be a comedian," you know. And I think that's like part of like my journey, and the divine wanted me to be a little bit witty and funny to make people laugh because they enjoy making people laugh. But I can never like retell jokes. I would just tank. Starbucks, no. I sold my soul at Starbucks for like 4 years of my life. Honestly, was a barista for like, I still say that I am a barista, but for almost 10 years. It was a long time. Yeah, my Dolly Parton shirt, I think I paid like $2 for it. I beg your pardon. Apparently it was like a 5K or something. I was like, I don't know about all that. I ain't running no fucking 5K, but I beg your pardon. The Yacht Rock, what's playing right now? Paint a picture for me, Bama. How's your morning going? Happy Sunday. You give Marley a hug for me. Can I burp on command? I think anyone probably can, but that's enough for me. And don't make it weird. Howdy doody. Howdy doody, I beg your pardon. Bless your heart's a good one though, because it's like a fucking insult too. It's like, oh, bless your heart, honey. I remember my aunt, my one of my dad's sister. One isn't as country as the other. She's still country, but like the one of them, she's just like, oh, honey, oh, honey. Everybody's honey, even if she's pissed off at you. Everyone's a honey. I honestly wish I spent more time with them growing up. My dad was fucking nutcase, so they just like were scarred from his shenanigans. So it sucks. I became like the black sheep without wanting to be that. But I visited them several years back, during like a bad storm where I was at. I like went to visit them, and they're sitting there on fucking TV watching, or sitting there watching TV about the fucking storm. I'm like, it's a beautiful day outside. What the hell y'all doing? But I remember she used to do a bunch of arts and crafts, like tons. And she's actually a Taurus too. So being older and understanding that she was the same like astrology sign as me too was a cool concept, because it makes sense like why she's hard as nails. Like she's so sweet, but she does not fuck off. Like she does not. So I feel like I channel that sometimes. Um, but yeah, one of the first things after seeing her for like fucking decades, she's like, "You still talk to your daddy? Don't you lie to me." Like she's like not playing, but she was an extreme crafter. And I remember like towards the end of like me living there and stuff, and my dad was like fucking off again because they like forgave him, and it's a bunch of stories. But you know, they um they could have treated me better as a kid. And I remember I wasn't invited to some stuff, like some like crafting stuff, like making pillows and stuff like that. And now that I picked up sewing, I'm like, damn you, like you could have taught me these things. I could have already been sewing. But I understand it was more so my father than myself by far. But sometimes I think about that. So all the, oh honey, anything super duper country, I always think of her. Yeah, howdy doody. I said don't make it weird. Yoga. I know some yoga, but it's not my favorite. I did get some stuff for the patio to do workouts. I got an elliptical and a bike, and I manifested the shit out of that. I said I wanted a bike, and I just threw away elliptical like several months ago. One of the arms was like jacked up, like you're like it would work for a second, all of a sudden it throws you, and you're like, okay, this may be an extreme fucking workout, and I may get a black eye, you know? So I don't know what was going on with that, and it wasn't like fixable in there. Took the whole thing apart and threw it, because you can't just like put it out at the end of the street. I mean, you could, maybe somebody would take it, but the shit's heavy as hell, and the likelihood's more slim, and they're not going to put it in a truck. Am I going to church today? No, but bless your heart, bless Jesus. And just because I don't go to church doesn't mean that the Lord ain't with me. I have a church that I go to. I just don't go to like that often. Like sprinkle myself in there. Oh, Anna's coming on Wednesday? Wow, the countdown begins. Did you clean everything or what? You better clean those sheets too, boy. I mean, I got a list for you. I don't even know what you've done yet, but I got a list for you. Are you guys gonna continue staying at the same place for like ever? Yeah, I'm tall. My reach should knock somebody out. No, I'm just kidding. But really though, I'm 5'11". Yeah, you are backwoods AF. Ain't no doubt about it. You know what's really funny though is the new people that I've modded recently, that I feel they're good vibes. Like I really do. And I feel like I do need to like gear up on some good vibe people. If anything, I can remove wrenches. It's not rocket science, but I'm really going with intuition, and I've modded some people, and they know you don't fuck off, man. It's funny, a couple of them are like, "Oh yeah, Bama don't fuck off." Like they already know, like not to respect you or to respect you. Like don't not respect him. You'll get your ass booted and sayonara, and you'll be like, "I beg your pardon," and he'll be like, "Bless your heart, fuck off," just like that. It's just kind of funny that like people have picked that up really fast. Even Tom was saying the other day, "Oh yeah, that boy liked to swing his wrench." And at first I thought I was behind in the chat, and I thought that they were talking about mechanical stuff. And no, it was about you swinging your wrench. I oh shit. Speaking of wrench swinging, um I'm doing okay. I'm debating my day. I need to catch up on some stuff. I did some cleaning around here yesterday, so that felt good, but I still have like a little list, you know? So I definitely need to do that. I'm debating a smoothie with these carrots that I got. I've really been thinking, but I don't know how the blender's gonna go with carrots, so I think I'm gonna have to like finely chop these things. Anyone ever blended carrots before? Besides a juicer? Because obviously a juicer could take it, but I don't have a juicer. That should be something I look for to thrift. I thought about going to the flea market, and then tomorrow I'm gonna do the auction again, and then I'm gonna go back to like chilling because I got a bunch of stuff I need to start flipping. But I thought about going to the flea market because a lot of those people, it's funny, the ones that go to the auction sell at the flea market, and I've known them because of the flea market, and I buy stuff from some of these people. But one of the ladies, I love her. She's like my favorite. She was so cute and like sweet. She was like, "So are you gonna like be selling at the flea market?" Like you could tell that they're like sizing me up and wondering because I'm like cool and hip and beautiful. I'm just kidding, but really, I think that they think like, oh shit, like she's gonna take our peeps. But the funniest thing is we're not looking at the same thing. Like I was looking at another bin. The people are sweet at the auction. They sent me up with another bin very similar to the one that I won last week. And I was like, oh, okay, I see y'all. I don't really just want all frames though. I'm willing to like buy other things if it's worth it, you know? But they had set me up another bin and it just like looked like I had my name all over it. But I wasn't really interested. There were some canvases in there, and if I could get it for 20 bucks, then I would have taken it all. But there was a bunch of shit that I just wasn't interested in. There's this huge mirror. Like, there's no way I'm shipping that. And to even tote it around to do like a flip doesn't even sound encouraging. And I don't think it was going to fit in my car. So, anyways, I started looking at it, but I started picking up like a routine because these people literally they act like they own the bin already. Some of them are pure assholes. Like they act like they own the bins that are being auctioned already, and they'll stand there and they'll just like hold the bin. Well, I'm starting to pick up a routine. Like if I like something, like I'll go look at it, and if it is something I'm interested in, I just get the fuck away from the bin. Like don't look back, don't even breathe around the bin. Like get away from it, you know? And I'm realizing that's got to be the way because as soon as I found interest in the one that I know that they set up for me, they flocked over there. Like I'm talking about these motherfuckers want nothing to do with these frames. Like, and even the canvases were shit. I just was gonna repaint them, you know? They were just had like stupid little quotes on it. But they were good canvases, and if anyone that has ever bought canvases for paintings, they're hella expensive. So I was like, all right, I can do that. Because I know a couple of places that will sell the art. So I was like, oh, okay, I can like repaint them, sell them, and it's worth my 20 bucks or 30 or whatever. But I was like, all right, I'm gonna bid on this. No, they flocked over there and I actually dropped out. There was another bin that was set up very similar to that, but it didn't have as many canvases and I wasn't interested. But I do value that the auction people were trying to look out for me. So I'm like, yo, can I give you like a list of what I'm looking for and you just like make me those bins? But it was funny to see the people that bought the bin that I thought I wanted with the canvases in it. You could tell they weren't fucking thrilled that that's what they got. And I'm like, yeah, well, you don't know what I'm looking for. And if that's the thing, maybe I'll just troll you of like thinking that these bins have gold in them. Well, I'll go get the ones that do. Anyways, God love them too. Well, you know what I like is God don't like ugly. He don't do ugly. He just don't. That's a good one. It's a good one. That's how I felt when I went to the clothing bin. It wasn't an auction, but you can go. They have all these bins out, and you get a cart and you put them all in your cart or whatever, and then you weigh it out at the end. These motherfuckers telling me that they own the bin, two of them, and I said, "Excuse me, if you own the bin, then why is this shit not in your fucking cart?" And they're thinking that I'm gonna come in and just like get it all, and I'm like, It's actually a workout. Like you're like literally like I met this girl that was like kind of borderline crazy, but like I can look past levels of crazy, you know. If you're trying to steal my purse, smoking crack, you're like jugging out and stuff. I don't know, those are different for me, but I've grown up around all kinds of different individuals, and I try not to really judge people because everyone's walk of life is different. And this girl, she just probably the only social interaction she's going to get for the day. So she was kind of like following me around, and I was just like, I was laughing with her too, though, because she was hella funny. I won't give her that. She was really, really funny. And she was into art. So, of course, we're talking about that. And, I don't know. Things started full circling later. Like she was talking about this guy named Steve, and I thought it was her brother, and then she said Steve Harvey, and I was like Family Feud, girl. Because now you losing me. I already knew that something was going on, you know, but we ended up talking there and she was pretty cool, but um I forgot what I was saying to that. Damn, forgot what I was saying to that. I don't even know. I ended up seeing one of the people yesterday though when I went to the thrift store because they're all attached to each other to some degree. And I was like, that girl's not like she's harmless, right? Like she's a little loopy, but she's harmless, right? And he's like, oh yeah, she's harmless. It's like she got some stuff going on. Like she has a big family. I think that it was just like a lack of like love within the family, you know. And I think it may be a social skill thing. But I'm always nice to people because you never know, you know. And sometimes you open up a can of worms and they're like, "Oh shit, we're besties now," and I'm like, "I don't know about all that. I don't got friends at all." But and I'm like, well, "We cool, we cool." But you gotta remember those people though, because even if they were to pop off, oh, I talked about this in my live, like the book 19 Minutes. I seen that shit at a thrift store last week, and I almost got it. But the book is not something I would reread again. I feel like it lives rent free in my head, anyways, now. But it's a perfect example. Like the kid got bullied and then went to the school with a pew pew and lit it up, you know? But he left a couple people out that didn't bully him. And that was a good example for me of life is like, be nice to everybody. You just don't know. And people do not fucking forget when you've been mean to them. Like, and they don't, especially when they've been been treated like shit like their whole life. They really hold on to the ones that have been nice to them, and they really hold on to the ones that have been hella mean. So, just food for thought. You said it's a permanent relationship. I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are nervous, Bama. It's gonna be fine though. It'll be great. It's gonna be awesome. Just like hope for the best, because you start not doing that, then it's yeah. Just don't do that. Okay. Hope for the best. K2. What the hell? That sounds like that fake stuff. Big dog. Who's the big dog? Me? Yeah. How old are you, Polly? How old is everyone in the chat? Or not how old? How tall? Actually, how old for the new people in here? Whoever in here right now? I'm gonna need an age drop, and very importantly, I'm gonna need astrology drops. But overall, age drops. Do it. Oh, I don't know. We don't drop stuff like that in the chats. Oh, is that like an extreme blender, Polly? I have a NutriBullet. I only got it for 20 bucks, so I ain't complaining. But I don't want to bust it up. So I was thinking maybe I'd have to like finely chop it because you know carrots are harder. I'm like, of course I can blend it. I just don't want to jack it up, you know? But it just sounds so good. I'm really thinking carrot, banana, coconut. Maybe I'll do some strawberry because why the fuck not? And then there was something else. Oh, spinach. It's gonna be like a juice, but not. And it is really crazy. That's one thing where I think like everything happens for a reason. Like say you work somewhere, like when I was a barista and then I stopped being a barista. It is so hard for me to pay like fucking like $8 for a drink. It is so hard for me. And most of the time they suck. Like I learned something recently though that I never fucking knew. anyone, you can laugh at me, but most people don't think no. I'm not a huge like milkshake person. Like I love smoothies, and I know there's slight differences in that, but like I don't really make milkshakes like that. And every place that I've worked at, like drink wise, like coffee places, when you do like milkshakes, you use ice, and it makes so much sense. I almost like want to tell like I went to one of my old places recently, and I'm like, no wonder why all your drinks fall apart. Like it makes sense, but I don't know if anyone knew, but when you make a milkshake, you just take the ice cream and you just get like a cup of milk, like 1 cup of milk, depending on how much you're blending. It could vary on that, but you do a few. I did several scoops of ice cream because I fucking love ice cream. And then you just take the milk and you put it in there. No ice, man. No ice. And at first I was sketched out. I was like, no ice. Like, what the fuck you mean, you know? No, no ice. And it is phenomenal. I'll never look back. Never. Never. Never ever. You can't do that with like a smoothie or something. Maybe with like just yogurt as like the base. Like you still need some ice. But milkshake, no ice. You're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, thanks, Soft Pulse. Have I ever stepped on someone before? Yes, many times. But I'm more helpful than like golly jolly green giant, you know? Imagine when I played basketball, especially when I played at the YMCA when I was legit. I was taller than everyone. Always. Like very rarely were there other girls that were taller. As I got older, sometimes people were taller in like tournaments and stuff. But yeah, it was a mess. Like I remember one tournament, these girls tried to jump me and shit. Like it's wild. I just thought about that. For some reason I remember the girl tried to swat the ball. I think she tried to swat the ball while we were playing. And she like literally took like a chunk out of my eyebrow, and I was like bleeding all over the floor like a wrestler or something, but I'm playing basketball. Remember I was like bleeding all over the fucking floor and shit, and I was like, I'm gonna win this fucking tournament. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna play. And I remember they tried to jump me after that. Shit was wild. I was like, oh shit. But what's really funny is like my little psychic. I love shorties. Like even though I'm a tall girl, I love my shorties, especially like females. Like I love them. Like I always like felt the need to like protect them. um, Not so much the men, but definitely the shorty women. And I remember this girl that I played with. I think about her all the time. I don't know her last name, otherwise I try to look her up. But we were like Batman or fucking Robin on the basketball court. She was the point guard, and I was like literally center forward, whatever. We just always had a rhythm. Like it was amazing. But she was so short. I remember she was there with me, and she was like literally my tall friend. I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna have to get jumped. I was like, what the hell's happening here? Oh yeah, because your boss is Vietnamese. That's cool. So he's known Anna for a while. I'm sorry, I'm behind, Bama. The hell, Hayden? From Melbourne? Oh my gosh, that's where my bird family's from. I'm like, are you feeding the kookaburras right now? What about the capybaras? The cockatoos? Yeah, Hayden, why did you retract your message though? Wow, thanks for hiding that, Bama. Oh, what the hell? Yeah, my dogs heard that through the chat, and they were like, "You said what about my mom, man? Square up." Little River Band, who's that? Is that country? You do life modeling for Sidecash? What is life modeling, Leroy? If it's a modeling, it's like most of it's creeps. I don't get the Dave part of the joke. Like, is he just copying out to be the father? I'm like, I don't get the joke. What do you mean, G? What do you mean, gold? I was gonna call you dynamic. I don't even know what I was gonna call you. I'm like, am I buddy? Yeah. What up? Oh, thanks, softballs. That's so sweet. I'm fucking crazy. I'm like, you on the right channel? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, Johnny. Johnny, F-O. Stand back? No, you say goodbye. You've been hidden, so good luck. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, Bama. Are you still in here? I almost don't even want to say it. I need someone that was in the chat from last night that saw that. And I think it was Mella that hid the person. Can I count down from three? What? No, I can't. Can you? Yeah, no. I'm all natural. Never done them a day in my life. That's a no for me. I watch people wash their lives away on that shit. That's a no. What the hell? No, it's not pre-recorded. Wow, thanks for looking out, Bama. You know what's funny is where like people are like, you gotta shut the fuck up, but it's like you're on my channel, like you took the effort and the time to type it out. I'm a host, and you think I give a shit? That's the best part. I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon. Bless your heart. We'll pray for you. We'll pray for you. Yeah, I'm getting caught up. You know, this is unfortunately like a trend sometimes. Kiss or hug and that. Am I an artist? Humbly, I say yes, but I know everyone has like different skills and stuff. Like I could never draw things with my eyes closed. I don't know. Like everyone has different things to bring up to the table when you define artists. But I would like to say that I am, but very humbly because I'm always still learning on my skill set. I like to do all kinds of different things. Yeah, I don't bullshit either. You big dog. 4'10" and 250. Are you serious, Hypo? Are you a woman? And if you're a man, I'm sorry. 4'10" though. Oh snap! You sound like Joe. Joe's like 4'10". Oh, people actually put it in. Oh, I'm so behind, y'all. Holy smokes, that was a while ago. You already told me, Polly. If I ask for an age check though, and you've already given me an age check, and I've verified that you are an adult and you can be in this chat, you don't need to do age check anymore. Astrology though, I still may ask for that because I'm really trying to make sure I learn people's signs because I need to know who is in the energy and who is batshit crazy and who is who, you know? I didn't ask how much everyone weighed. I'm so done. I'm like, wait a minute. I would never ask ladies how much they weigh or men, really. That's not me. I said age and astrology, y'all. Like I need to know your horoscope sign. Yeah, you're never age appropriate. You're like hanging on by a thread, Bama. I'm like Bama's turned 21 and 18 like 15 times. What are you doing? PhD? Is that a joke? Softballs. Thanks for saying you were a male. I assume, but thanks for clarifying. You really never know. Oh no, it's not pre-recorded, Leroy. I'm just really fucking behind. It just like popped. The chat went off out of nowhere, and I was like, oh shit. I was just like saying hi to Bama, essentially, and then Polly, and then it was just like, oh shit, I'm behind. So it's not pre-recorded. Nothing's pre-recorded besides like the shorts or the video. The lives are never pre-recorded. So what you see is what you get. And bless all y'all's heart that come back here. Carry on. Yeah, probably not too much on the chopped carrot, right? Damn, I'm really behind y'all. Alright, I'm gonna try to scoot through. Yeah, you have a rep. It's okay around here, I see through it. You be a badass somewhere else, and you're a badass in here too, but you're a little teddy bear. I was saying that last night about you and Tom. You and Tom are very, very similar. You don't take no shit. I love the NutriBullet. I love that I paid $20 for it. I had another blender and that shit was like literally blowing a fuse like every 5 seconds. It was awful. And that's how they get you. They want you to keep buying. Disgusting, Like those are the things I'm like, why? And who's supposed to be like, yeah, let's meet up? Like, what the fuck? No. Fall in a hole and don't come out. I don't think anyone likes getting stepped on. At the YMCA. Da-na-na-na-na, YMCA. That's how you know I'm behind the yay. Actually, when I was at the YMCA, I played basketball there, I think, like a couple of years, and then I did volleyball at one point at the YMCA, but most of my basketball stuff was outside of like the YMCA. But I actually was in the newspaper for when I played there basketball because we were just thug life. We were just taking them out left and right. We were undefeated. They put us in the newspaper. Oh, don't get weird, Josh. Is that what the young people say, Jet? Does anyone say Jet anymore? Oh, shit. Don't get in trouble, Josh. Oh, did I have the hand over the speaker? It's probably best. It's probably best for all. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm using my shitty old phone. Bless everybody's heart that has literally found me on this device though. It's been through the ringer, it's like cracked and everything, but I've had it for a very, very long time. So I still use it when I have my lives in the morning in the kitchen. When I'm playing around with the dogs, so if it falls, I'm not crying. But I do have a better phone. Those are the lives to stay tuned for. What? Who would fucking say something like that? Actually, what am I shocked for? I'm like when you put out to the atmosphere and you go into people's chats and you just like trash talk, it's really just a reflection of who you are. So it paints a picture for me to stay the fuck away from you. Dang, you're all saying you can't hear me. So I was talking a bunch of shit. Wow. Well, at least I can go through those comments pretty fast because you're all just like, we can't hear you. Obama phone? Are you calling my phone Obama, or does Obama have a phone out, like a government phone? So I actually would not be shocked. Earrings, that's funny. They're tree of life. You see Jesus back there? He's always watching. I have a little hat patch too that says I saw that and it has Jesus on it. Damn, y'all cannot you couldn't hear me for a minute. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? What about now? ADHD. Maybe it's some undiagnosed ADHD, but I don't know. I have my days though. Like I can be super focused in, and then I'm like, ooh, squirrel, you know? So it's a little but I'm not taking that shit. I'm not doing that at all. That's not a thing for me. Buff on. You're fucking done. This is not fucking Dairy Queen. I don't think they serve ice cream. This is not Baskin Robbins. I was talking a few weeks ago where when you used to prank call people and used to be like, "Can you name 31 flavors in 31 seconds?" and something it was like super fast when you call in and then people think they're getting into like a sweepstakes. Oh my gosh. I remember one time my friend's sister, she was so good at it. I can't remember the whole thing, but it was like, can you name 31 flavors in 31 seconds and 30 something? There's something else in there. And oh my gosh, she would get people that would be like raspberry, strawberry, chocolate, Napoleon, Oreos. Like it was wild. And they're thinking they're going to win XYZ amount of money. This is when prank calls was a thing. That's what that reminded me of. And then I was like, ew, you're gross, you're done. I'm just not even going to respond to that. You just see me rolling my eyes. You do your job. Well, Tommy Pickles, I was just talking about you. Your ears are burning. I don't know how far I'm behind in this fucking chat, y'all, but Chona, what up, girl? Damn, was I still muted for that long? Am I still muted? Let me try to catch up. Oh shit. Damn, is the potato gone? Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I'm from Nashville, y'all. Yeah. Yeah, we don't ask location. Like, I'll give you like the U.S., but come on now, like no. But from Nashville, y'all. Yeehaw. That's it. No, I'm 5'11". How are you guys? What are you doing today? Everyone got a 3-day weekend, right? Tom, are you off Monday? Don't tell me you're fucking working. And Chana, how was church? It's probably late for you now, right? If we're 24 hours apart and like some change. So it's like nighttime. So I talked to Chona in the morning, talked to her at night. I'm like, am I roadie? No, I know you and Rhodey talk all day. Y'all talk all day. Wait, Mellow Wolf. Oh my gosh, were you the one? I have to go back into the chat last night. I literally was like, oh shit, I left my live on and I was so tired after eating chicken and French bread. I was like, I need to go down. I need to go to sleep, you know? But I glanced at the chat and I was like, let me turn off the chat. And I think it was you. You hid someone that fucking took my profile picture. And then I like low key panicked because I was already going to like a food coma. So I was like, wait, what did I just see? And I haven't gone back to investigate yet. What? And then I saw that they had posted other things, but I went into like almost like, oh my God, everything's good on my side, right? I don't even want to talk about it because you know how it gets. You mention something in these things and it's just like ding, 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 and they come flooding in. But what the hey? Oh my gosh. I think it was you. I don't know who timed him out, but shout out to my mods for getting to that shit. Like, what? I see my face and I was like, wait, what? And it's early. Is it early for you right now? Or is it late? I think it's late for you, right? In NZ. Oh, thank you, Lucian. That's cool. I do get Julia Roberts a lot. I think it's just the nose, y'all. Oh, thanks. I'm glad everyone can hear me now. Yeah, I think some people don't know how to like leave compliments, but some people are just like pushing it though. They're like, "Oh, what can I get away with?" Like you should never talk to a lady in any way that's like pushing it, you know? Unless they're about it and you're joking back and forth or something, but like you don't just dive in being like pushing it, you know? Team. But I was like, "How we doing, team? Where are we at on the scoreboard?" Oh, I'm glad you guys can hear me now. Okay, cool. I was like, oh my gosh, I said so much shit. Y'all are the MVPs for sticking around. You're like, we can't hear a fucking thing you're saying, but yeah, we're gonna support you. The real MVPs, y'all. Was it wild? Was wild. I'm like, probably a lot because I say that a lot. So you could just be dicking around. From Norway? Wow. What up, Scott? Welcome. I couldn't remember what you were talking about that Simba got before the band. I have to look into that because I have no idea what that is. Like, I don't know what the band is. What's a varmint? I be learning stuff here too, y'all. I'm taking notes. From Mississippi. What up, Frank? Biloxi? Is that what it is? Dude, what the fuck? Are you done? What up, Jeremy? Good morning. Good call on the retracted message. When you're retracting, sometimes I'll retract my messages if I'm in a chat if I've done an error. And some people obviously can translate, but I do like to try to like type what I'm saying because maybe people aren't translating me, you know? So I'll retract a message, but most of the time when people retract messages because they know it's naughty and they shouldn't be saying it, so good call. Because you probably get hidden. I'm saying you don't get warnings around here. I don't fucking do timeouts. Timeouts are if I'm joking around and like I'm like, oh, you deserve a timeout, you know? Or sometimes I can tell that people are like they got a good heart somewhere in there and they're just being a dickhead and it's okay because I'm a bitch sometimes too. So I may give you a timeout, but at this point I'm just straight up hiding you. So you start getting raunchy and saying things that like are not you shouldn't be fucking saying. You're just getting hidden. You don't get another chance, yo. Oh my gosh, just like that. I'm glad someone else already hid you. Thanks, Mella. Thanks. I'm like, yeah, you're done. Tom. Maybe later is actually pretty cool. I think you guys will like him too. I think the people that I've modded recently really do vibe with our group, y'all. So anyone that's been around for me, like being my ride or die for a while, I know it's kind of like, who the hell, y'all? I can sense like people like filling each other out. But I think that it's very much like minded energy. And that everyone's gonna get along. But maybe later was had me cracking up the other day. He was like, "Wow, 3 marriage proposals in 20 minutes. That's a record." I'm like, "What am I supposed to say?" Yes, I will. Like, no, what the fuck? That's a no, y'all. Oh, thank you so much, Chona. I'm like, I don't even know if I brushed my hair. I brushed my teeth, y'all. That's important. Brush our teeth. I'm like, I showered and doing pretty well. Did not brush the hair today, but that's okay. My hair's straight as hell, so it's fine. Come on, buddy. What you doing? Little cutie booty. He's looking fresh. He's like, y'all talking shit to my mom? You talking shit? Oh, yeah. He don't play. He don't play. Oh, I'm glad you're off. Shit, I'm definitely behind. You going fishing, Tom? Is WWE Hall of Famer from Knoxville? I went to kindergarten in Knoxville. And I love my teacher. She was obsessed with Tweety Bird, and so was I. I have a photo of me somewhere. It was just the cutest. I wonder if I can green screen it. I honestly used to love wrestling. Don't get me started about how I met Jeff Hardy and Sting. I have proof of Jeff Hardy, but not Sting. So it's not one of those moments I'm like proud about, you know? I don't think I can. I don't know if I have it. Hold on. I don't know if it's on here for anyone that gives a shit, but maybe. Let me see. Oh, here you go. You want to see Baby Dutchie? Here I go. Oh, it's hard to see because of the photo. It's like cut in half. But I'm holding a Tweety Bird. Do I look the same? I was cute. I don't know what happened, y'all. I don't know. Before and after. It's so funny. I saw another one while I was looking. Y'all want to see my mom? Look at my mom. I have a photo of me somewhere and I'm wearing a shirt just like that. But here's my mom, y'all. She was an animal lover too. She worked for a few different little exotic zoos. I think that's a bobcat. Or not a bobcat. Not a leopard. I actually don't know. She would probably be upset that I don't know, but anyways, we're done. Yeah, talk to me in the morning and the night, Jonah. I'm like, we gotta talk in the morning and we gotta talk at night. I'm like, scoot over, Rhodey. She's gotta make time for me. Yeah, Kane. Which one's Kane, Bama? I used to love me some wrestling, you know. I told you guys, my best friend still watched wrestling, and I tried to watch WrestleMania last year, and I just could not look past how fucking fake it is. I'm like, y'all, I just can't pretend I didn't see how bad that punch was. It's wild. But I will say that I saw some really cool stuff, like cage fights and stuff like that. When Sting came, he has a celebrity at this, I forget, it was like TNA back in the day. It's something else now. It may still be TNA. I don't think. I think it's like Impact or something now. But oh, I loved it. We actually would cheer for Team Canada because everyone hated them, and me and my best friend thought it was cool to support people that got booed all the time. But when Sting came out, they did a cage fight, and it was the coolest. Like he had a bat, and he like pulled out like a body bag from under the ring and shit. Literally the coolest thing ever. Lives like rent free in my head. And then we used to play the wrestling games too. Oh, oh, that could have been bad. Yeah, ding 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 triggered. Literally. Literally, Tom. What up, Steve Urkel? I see you every now and then in here. I'm like, the name throws me, but I know it's you. I know who you are, you know? Did I do that? Yeah, you are good at your job. You really are. I can never take that away from you, Bama. Are they 15 hours ahead in the Philippines, Tom? Yeah, it's not 24 hours. I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah. Okay, it was you, Mela, because I like was like, oh my God, I gotta get out of here because I wasn't sure what was happening. and I didn't read the comments like at all, so I have no fucking clue what they said. But it looked like it was like sexy baby or something. Do you remember the name? I gotta go back and look because it doesn't do the live replay until the next day or whatever. What? Y'all, did anybody else see that last night? Did she Trey? Did Julia Roberts play that in Captain Hook? I used to love that movie. I don't think I remember her in it though. I suck at movies anyways, and I vaguely remember that, but I did love Peter Pan. Maybe I do remember her. I just know her from Pretty Woman. That's about it. And I can't think of any other movies she's in. There's tons of them, obviously. Like Sandra Bullock. Yeah, poking fun, Tom. Yeah, well, I am kind of. Now you're gone forever. Good job. Why does it have to be low key? Why does it have to be low key? You're a mechanic? Are you really a mechanic or are you just pretending to be a mechanic? I think that's like a man thing to do. You know, men are like, I'm a mechanic, and then they don't fucking know shit. They don't know their ass from their elbow. Maybe that's not the case for you, but I've seen that being a common trend. Growing up having a 1988 300ZX and realizing how many people would try to bullshit you, it's wild. Thank you, Polly. Yeah, because I told myself that after I saw it, but I didn't see what the comments said. I changed my profile picture and I see my fucking face, and I was like, wait, what? And the name was like Sexy Baby or something. I'm like, oh, good lord. Don't be going on there like saying crazy shit. But my people know. And as someone said earlier, is this a pre-recorded live? I'm like, no, this isn't a premiere. You see what you get, you know? What the hell? I'm glad you've been hidden. A varmint. Critter. Oh, thanks, Trey. I appreciate that. Is it because of the wrestling talk? And tree rats and fruit rats too. Crows though? What is a varmint? Hi from Wisconsin. Hello. Wait, where the cheese at, Wisconsin? You got the cheese with you? Cheese, please. Um, I think it was Wisconsin. I had a friend when I was growing up from there, and they would say, uh, bag or a bag of bagels. They would say it's so funny. I was dead. I'd make her say it all the time. Bagels. That's what they would say. Bagels. Steel number four. What is that? Yeah, it is really hard to catch everyone at the same time, Ella. So I really appreciate all my people coming in. That was exciting. At least last night we got a little bit of a chat. I honestly went down real fast after eating. I was like, I'm so tired. So I'm sorry for not coming back into the chat last night. And then when I saw that shit, I like fucking was like, oh my God, what is happening here? Which it didn't help me doing that, but I do value you guys coming in and actually being able to read chats from you. I get good laughs from you guys. I mean it so much because I feel like we really are all like-minded, especially when it comes to humor, sassy and telling how it is, and also tell you to fuck off. It's like dry humor that I enjoy. Hypo is like, don't get excited. All the proposals came from India. I don't care where they come from. They're not happening, y'all. Period. I brush my teeth. That's the first thing I do. Literally, I wake up, I go potty, I brush my teeth, and I take the dogs out, and we get the day started. This is how we go. I slept in a little bit this morning, which never happens, but I've been so tired. I slept in. As soon as I moved a toe this morning, the dogs were like, "Oh, she's up, get her." Um, okay, well, I know that you're getting married in a different way, Bama, but you should still maybe like do a cute proposal. Get a ring pop, you know? Gumming their food. Like, do they have dentures? Oh shit, y'all are saying cute dog. That was a hot minute ago. Fuck. Yeah, Bama. I was saying that to Bama earlier that people are like, "Oh, he don't fuck off." I'm like, "Bama don't fuck off, y'all." He and him and Tom, like they're like little fucking teddy bears, and nobody can call them teddy bears but me because that's just not gonna be a thing. But they do not fuck off. Bama's like extreme country, and Tom is like a well-rounded like country boy as well. But Bama has like he'll go 0 to like 5,000 real quick, and I think Tom like has it. I don't want to say that he has it under wraps more, but Tom will also go 0 to 5,000 real quick and hurt your fucking feelings along the way, which both of them have that quality. I'm like, I value it. What I really value is that they don't fuck off and they really ride for their people, and that's something that's like irreplaceable. Oh, new Shawnee, what up? Is that the 1014? Is that what that is? She looked around, Trey. She was like, "Who the hell is here? Who? Hootie, Hootie." He's looking at me like, "What the fuck, lady?" Oh, the little baby. I gotta give him baths today. I gotta give him baths today. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. We definitely stay on top of backs around here. I don't want little stankies running around, you know? Ew. The hell? You saw it too, Tom? Oh my gosh, because I was like, who the fuck saw that last night? Because I know that I'd left to go eat, and I was like, I wasn't expecting people to stick around, but I was like, I'm not gonna close the chat on y'all if you want to keep chatting or whatever. And I was had plans to get back into the chat, but I was so fucking tired. I was like, I can only pour. I can't pour from an empty cup. And the food was like coma, man. I ate some chicken wings and French bread and put me out. But oh my gosh, I literally like clicked on it, and at first I was like, who fucking cares? You know it's not good. But I clicked on it and then I was like, wait, what? And I just flashed like in my brain, like I thought I saw Mela, it's the name, and I was like, wait, is that him? But then I saw my profile picture and I saw like that they were like, I changed my name or something. That's the only message that I saw. And I was like, oh my fucking God. And I closed it out. Because obviously I was assuming other things that I'm not going to throw out there right now because it obviously will activate some weird shit in here. But I was like, holy shit. I'm like, that's pretty pathetic. Little old me. Like, I don't feel like a celebrity for that by far. And I think that it's pretty pathetic. I'm gonna make it very known right now. I'm never fucking changing my name. Y'all know I'm not a fucking boy. So if you know about the breeds of good Dutchie, the Dutch Shepherd and the Belgian Malinois, then you know. And the same thing with me. If you know, you know, and if you don't, you either learn or you go to the black hole of timeout and never come out. The reality is like I'm not changing my name. And if I were to get another, oh look, it like booted me. It's the universe. If I were to get another channel or something, which I don't foresee myself doing, and work very hard for this one, then I would let my peeps know. So if you see any fucking trolling like that, it is definitely not me. And y'all know how I talk. You even know like how most of you have seen me in other chats with our other peeps and stuff. So not only do you probably read my messages and hear me like, oh, Air Dutchy again, you know how I like talk and type kind of. So that's, you would know, that person was a fucking idiot. And I didn't read anything else that they said. And I'm assuming you guys hid them, right? I don't know who Sergeant Slaughter is, Trey. I'm super behind. You met Jeff Hardy too? I still have one of his little arm slings. Thanks, Jefferson. Hold on. Tom, don't be encouraging that. I was like, what did somebody say that Tom's like, I say that too. No, Tom, you need a timeout. Kane the Wrestler, I have to look it up. Sounds familiar. When I was trying to watch WrestleMania, I think it was last year, maybe even the year before, but I think it was last year. They had like the Bloodlines beef, like The Rock was back on there looking old as hell. They had Triple H on there. I was like, Triple H used to be fine. He's still okay for an old man. So I'm like, all right, Even Jeff Hardy, I looked him up too when we were talking about this last year on my live as well. And he looked like he'd been through it a little bit. I'm like, you so cute, Jeff, but damn, you've been through the ringer a little bit. Literally been through the ringer. I forget who Kane looks like. But the bloodline stuff, it was like The Rock and his nephew, like that big ass dude now. I don't remember his name though. Thanks, Jonah. I'm so fucking glad that you guys were still in the chat though, because that would have sat there, and that's probably the point of that little troll, like leaving that in there. And you're dumb. Like you're trying to like what gather people off of my face. Like who's more pathetic there, honestly? And then people are gonna know that that's not me by far because you can't recreate this awesome here. You can go and be your own version of awesome, but you cannot recreate this awesome. You can't walk like me, talk like me. You're just not gonna work. Like good luck. Even when I've had minions like growing up that would like copy me and stuff, you still can't recreate me though. Just like I can't recreate you. Pathetic. I'm like, little old me, you care that much? But what's wild is like what are you trying to get from that? Good luck. It ain't gonna be shit. I really appreciate you guys being there for that because that would have sat in the fucking chat probably. Oh shit, you guys are mentioning my mom. I'm so behind. Bless y'all's heart. Bless my heart, but really bless y'all's heart. This is definitely my mom for sure. Yeah, I look like both of my parents though. I don't have a screenshot of me, my mom, and my grandma, but I have a photo. I'll have to show it sometime. I've showed it to Wolfie before and a couple other people, but we all look like each other. It's wild. Oh, thanks, Polly. She's cute and crazy. Wonder where that came from. Wonder where my cute and crazy came from. But my dad, though, he was a ladies' man. Don't get it twisted. Very, very much so a ladies' man. He would always be like, I love them blondes. I'm like, my mom's not fucking blonde. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, I love blondes. I'm like, she's not fucking blonde, and neither am I. But his first baby mama was blonde though. She was pretty too, but not like my mama. Like, honestly, my dad has like bluish grayish eyes. Like he has like unique eyes. If I would have got his eyes, I would have been a fucking knockout. Like I think that's why God didn't do it to me. So it's like, all right. I love my brown eyes, don't get me wrong, but it is amazing when people just have like those beautiful eyes, like you know what I mean? Oh, like what she's holding in the picture? Damn, I'm behind. I cannot. All right, guideline checker. And add an apology. Apologize for this. The hell? Oh, the Undertaker's bro? I didn't know that. Undertaker's still not wrestling though, right? He was fucking creepy. I did like the Undertaker though. The red mask. I gotta look him up. Yeah. Baby Dutchie. That's for sure. Thanks, Milla. I don't know about eating spiders. When I was little, they used to call me Daddy Longlegs. And if I were ever, I'm never going to eat a spider. I was going to say that would be maybe the one. But I'm never going to eat a spider. We're not a fucking fear factory, you know? Yeah, Bob, you know? I gotta make sure. See, like those people, like, what are you doing with your life? Like, what the fuck do you gain from that? Like, at all? Like, you're not even having like good conversation. Are you getting watch hours from that? Probably not. In subscribers, no. But you may send like old farts into a panic. Good thing I'm wise, young, and hip. Yeah, that's wild. That's what I was talking about. Like you got to be careful with like I know better with like manifestation and talking. You put something out into the atmosphere, it brings it in. Like look at that. I was just talking about the other shit and look at that. I don't know if that happened before or after because I am behind in the chat, but it's like wild. Same thing with the troll shit. Oh, I don't just count them out. They're hidden for life. Like you're done. You're never coming back. Thanks for the timeout, Tom. Thanks, Michael. It's TNA still? I thought it was Impact. When did it change back? I haven't watched it in years. But it is interesting, like when I lived in the small towns of Tennessee, there was like ooh, it's like it's not East Tennessee, it's West Tennessee. I don't remember. But there were like towns like 20 minutes apart from each other and we would go from each town to go to wrestling shows. So it was like small town type of shit. But a couple of them, or one of them for sure, I have to ask my best friend because she's still more invested. One of them for sure went on to, I think it's an Impact now. And it's so funny. I saw photos of us. And I'm like, dang, he actually, like, I almost like blew up, but he actually went somewhere. What pattern? Where is Sesame Street? I gave Sesame Street a wrench so Bama couldn't beat him up. Actually, I think he still could put him in timeout, but I commented on one of his videos yesterday and I was like, easy as one, two, three. That was he does a bunch of like AI videos. I'm like, let's summon him. James, where you at? Sesame Street. What is that? He wanted to be double SG. Yeah, Sting was in the TNA, but I didn't know if he was like a celebrity or not. There's another dude that's still in it. I can't remember his name, but I remember he was like trash talking, and me and my best friend we had ringside tickets all the time because I said this before. Her mom used to work for people that were like impacted with like traumatic life things that they barely survived, and they have to rehabilitate like their whole life to relearn things like pew pew in the face, like car accidents, like wild, wild stuff, very traumatic things. And some of them, like, really had it bad. And then some of them were just, like, stuck in this, like, childlike mentality. But they would give all those people
tickets. They lived in like a facility type of thing. They would give them tickets to go to the wrestling show. And they loved it. And honestly, we were younger kids, and I think that was something of value for us to see people like that. And some of them were just like the sweetest. Me and my best friends still talk about them. But, anyways, they'd give us tickets, and we, most of the time, side. So that was even fucking cooler, you know? Like, you're like 10 years old, like, beat his ass. And you're like allowed to be like crazy, you know? And her mom was really chill, Bill. Like, she was like a mom to me, still is. But uh, she would take photos and stuff. And there was this one time, the guy, he was literally bald head. I can't remember his name though. Huge mother effer, probably on the roids, but hopefully not. But he was huge, and he would wear like this little, like, speedo. I think we call him Anaconda or something. I can't remember. That was not his name, but he would wear like cheetah, speedo, whatever. Massive dude, yoked. He's like sitting here trash talking, right? And we started booing him. I think he was playing, or he was wrestling against like Team Canada, someone that we liked. Maybe even Jeff Hardy. Don't remember all those details, but we're booing him, right? We're like, boo, you suck, like talking shit. He came running to us. Like, we literally almost pissed our fucking pants. Like, we were literally thinking we were going to get thrown into the fucking ring. And then he ends up pulling out someone else from the crowd. Obviously, these are stage things, but when you're like 10 years old, you're literally thinking you're going to fucking die. Like, we thought we were going to die. Like, we still laugh about it as like full on adults. I'm like, yeah, we thought we were going to die. And he ended up pulling someone out next to us at the ring, like literally right next to us. Oh my gosh, like it was insane in the membrane. But it was always really cool to be right next to the ring, seeing it pop off. And TNA started out as like a smaller wrestling community. Obviously, it wasn't like WWE, but they were starting to recruit people from there. So it was even cooler for us. And the sweetest thing, though, about Jeff Hardy, he was aware of a lot of those people from the facility that had XYZ impact that changed their life. So some of them weren't all here, you know, and like they still had their soul is still there, and like they still would be sweet. And like he understood that. Like, even at like 10, 11 years old, like, I will never forget how sweet he was to these people. Like, the sweetest, like, so sweet. I remember her mom was like so embarrassing though. She's like, kiss them on the cheek, and we're like, he's like my dream lover, like, absolutely, you know. But it was like embarrassing. We're like, I don't know. But I do have a photo of me and my best friend kissing Jeff Hardy on the cheek. Definitely proud moments. She has all the photos. Unfortunately, her mom gained her angel wings, not something I can easily talk about. But she was a photographer, so she had tons and tons of photos. And I think it's hard for like my best friend to go through those things for obvious reasons. But I really wish she would pull those out, because there's some badass photos, like endless photos of us going to these events. We went every week, sometimes twice a week. Anyways, excuse me? You're a motherfucking loser, dude. What's the best part about Tennessee? I don't know. Tennessee's really grown up in popularity, especially Nashville. It's more booming than it's probably ever been. Downtown Nashville, you can never sleep on, but the actual city of like Nashville, the whereabouts and stuff, it's definitely grown up popularity wise. Um, the best thing, I would like to say the country hospitality, because it brings me back to my roots, because I've lived in a lot of different places, hence the weird ass accent that I have. But I don't know, more of the slow pace. I say that, but that gets boring for me because I'm not slow pace. And I don't know, my family thinks that I'm like just magical, you know, because I have lived in a lot of different places. One thing that I am glad that I did get out of Nashville for is that a lot of people find a comfortability there, and then they never get out and never see anything besides like the walls of Nashville or the walls of Tennessee. Um, I do enjoy the hospitality though, because most of the time people will ask you how you're doing, and genuinely care and don't even know you. That's something I do value. And the country food, you can find some good country places like barbecue. Oh, I love me some barbecue. The barbecue and they put coleslaw on it. Phenomenal. Oh, was she Tinkerbell? Oh, I'm fucking behind y'all. Bless y'all's heart. Oh, bless y'all's heart. I forgot she was Tinkerbell. I started envisioning her when we were talking about it earlier, like with her hair, and I felt like I saw her with a dress on with a little bit of white. I started envisioning that. I need to look up that photo though, because I'm like, I think that's what I was envisioning. Oh, I'll show you 15 hours. Shout out to Mella for even holding it down in here. It's late for him. We don't talk to Mella until later now. And Chona too. Chona was like, "Oh, I'll be in morning and night, so we could get our hellos in." A little heart. Speaking of Chona, I'm like, "Where Rhodey? He's sleeping in." They done switched off. Chona's like, "I'm in here," and Rhodey asleep. Oh, thanks, Bama. Oh, look, little teddy bear coming out. Should be in the movies. They wouldn't want me in the fucking movies. I would love to do something with Johnny Depp though. Like it would be cool to do like some trippy shit. Yeah, I don't really. I slightly can see it. I've done like side by sides with the Julia Roberts shit before. Can kind of see it, but it's really just the nose, y'all. That's just what it is. What up, Don Rover? I don't know, Ivan. That's a little early for all that. Yeah, Julia Roberts beautiful though. I just don't think I look like her entirely. Entirely, I think kind of sometimes with the smile, but I think it's the nose and the smile. But at least she's not hideous, so I'll take the compliment. You know. Shut up, Emma. She's like, sup. Did you see that, Bama? Did you see the name? That's what it was. I can't remember. I have to go back and look. Shout out to Mela and Tom, really, for holding down the fort last night on that. When I seen it, I was like, "Look at my fucking face," and then I didn't see any of the other ones. I was like, "Let me get out of here," and then I was like, "Fuck, I can't view the chat." I miss Robin Williams too, hypo. It's really sad that like that's what money can do to you too. It doesn't solve all the problems. But I do value that he was always trying to like make people laugh in his movies. Flubber was a good movie too. Obviously like Aladdin and stuff like that, but Flubber was a good one. Jennifer Aniston. I forget what she looks like. That should have been my poll. It should have been like, do I look like Julia Roberts? I think my phone's going. Yeah, my phone's going soon, so I have to get out of here in a second. But I I forget. They smoothed the fucking poll thing. I'm not gonna do it next time. Next time. Yeah, everyone say hi to Tricky Ricky. Tricky Ricky's cool. I'm like, when did he come in? I missed that. Oh, good morning, Tricky Ricky. How's the land? No, no racist comments are allowed. Never. No, you're probably the one that created that fucking chat or created that profile. The names never change in y'all. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. Oh, and the mom shit is the grossest shit in the world. Y'all don't have to, but I immediately hide that because that's gross to me. I ain't nobody's fucking mom. Tom's like, only once. Only never. I don't support none of that shit. Go on and get with that. That don't work for me. There's other ways to insult people, but doing that off of something that none of us have control over, that's not gonna work for me. You're done forever, dude. Um, yeah, I'm glad you're hidden too, because what the fuck? Like, see, why do people have to be like that? I just don't understand. Hold on. I'm sending a little report out, you know? Okay. Thanks. Oh, you guys know each other? Yeah, they need help finding, like, a brain. Come on now. Yeah, the dog's name is Dutch. If you know, you know. It's like, if you care to ask because you don't know, that's different than just like, oh, yeah, you were this, you were that. You don't even fucking know me. Get out of here. So, Tommy Pickles, calming down. And don't worry, I eliminated that too. Yeah, the guy's done now. I'm late to the party, but a Call of Duty collection, as in, hoo hoo hoo. Oh shit, I'm behind. That's, if y'all hear that in your ear, you get a little itch or Bigfoot, you know, and you're like, oh shit, Dutchie said it. Then you know I've summoned you for the chat. UNC, isn't that like James? Isn't James UNC is like Sesame Street? Is that the same UNC? What is UNC now? Oh my god, that one's raunchy. Oh, that one is too. Oh, Jesus Lord. Oh my god. They start early, they start late. They're just like wild. It's literally a light that comes on. I'm like, get them the fuck out. Look, the trans thing, if you're genuinely asking, but I still feel like anyone with common sense would have gone to my channel, you know? And you're already here, like, go take another fucking step, which they probably already did. They're just twats. And then they're just trying to, like, formulate, like, they want attention. Any way they get it, it's like a bad, bad dog. And I hate saying that because it's usually the human that creates a bad dog. But they'll take any kind of attention they get. I'm clearly a fucking female. I don't need to go in another rabbit hole of an explanation that doesn't make it doesn't change anything. Like, you just want attention. Good Dutchy boy, because my dog is a Dutch Shepherd and he has balls. One of them, the other one's Belgian. And the reality is I am the owner that is a female. But my channel also fucking says that I am a girl. So if you know, you know. If you don't, and you come in here when you start fucking trying to get attention because your mom never gave you any, then you just fucking get hidden, you know? It's okay if you ask because you're genuinely interested, but the badgering and stuff like that. And the reality is, I feel like most people that are trans fucking say they are. Like, they put it everywhere, you know? So it's like you're just trying to get under my skin, and I don't care. But I also want it to be known that if you are gay, trans, etc., you are accepted here because they accept anyone for who they are. You just be you. If that makes you feel more comfortable in this fucking weird ass life that we're all living and none of us know why we're really here, then so be it, you know? I'm not gonna allow bullying against it, and I'm definitely not gonna allow bullying against myself for things that I don't need to defend myself for. Because I'm not looking for fucking love here. I'm not even really looking to, like, I'm just being me. I am looking for good people. I was gonna say I'm not looking for friends, but I am looking for good people. And if you don't come off as a good fucking person, you're fucking done and you've lost out. Because the reality is, I can guarantee you, there's a lot of fucking trolls out there that I've hidden, and they probably don't care. They moved on to their next victim. But the reality is, for me, is that I know that there's been people that I've hidden that they realize that, wow, I fucked up, because there's some cool people in that fucking chat and I laugh. And I've had people come to me recently in the last like month or so and tell me they sit back on my fucking chat and they don't talk because of XYZ. And then you come in and you say some stupid fucking shit and you're hidden forever. And I'm not gonna go back and unhide people. Like, that's not gonna. Once you're done, you're done. And the hidden list on this bitch is way longer than probably my subscribers now. So, I mean, whose loss is that? It's really y'all's. Because you're gonna miss out on other good people. You're gonna miss out on me and the dogs and the animals and the crafts and the laughs. And honestly, that's irreplaceable. So, if you snooze, you fucking lose. I get it because of the name, once again, but I'm not changing the name. It's stuck around, it's never going anywhere. Clearly last night with the troll shit too, like that's something they're probably trying to accomplish. So if I were to even drop the name, etc., I'm not doing that. And if I were to create another channel, I would let my fucking people know. And I'm not changing it. I don't owe anybody anything. Like, at all. Nothing. At all. You know? You know what I mean? Whoa, persona. What is that? Trey. I'm behind. I like had to like pop off for a second, you know? I'm like, remember, you owe no one nothing. Is the UNC for uncle? Tom's like, I live and breathe to rile them up. I'll have to do a poll next time about the Julia Roberts. I want to see, even though I probably know the answer because I get it all the time. I'm like, somebody call Julia. Let's see what Julia thinks. You know, somebody gonna buzz her in. Can you imagine she just popped in? It's like Aunt Julia in the house. Time for you to sleep. Oh my gosh, sleep well, Jonah. I appreciate you stopping in and putting up with the shenanigans. You are always welcomed and valued here. And I'm so glad that Rhodey aligned us. Good job, Rhodey. What the hell? I hope you sleep well, Chona. You don't need no beauty sleep, but you're like, I'm gonna get it. Stone Cold Steve Austin, what, 314? I'm like, do y'all smell what the Rock is cooking? Oh, thanks, Ronnie. Oh my good lord. Tom's sweet. He'll give you a timeout, not me. I'm about to sneeze. Jeez. Yeah, cute and crazy. Keep you on your toes. Side piece Sunday. What the hell? Old wrestling was this shit though. I would think that they would have gotten like better with like the performances. Maybe it's because I was a kid and it did look more real. But honestly, after watching like WrestleMania, I was like, oh no, this ain't for me, y'all. This ain't for me. And my best friend was like not really with it. That I was like, how do you look past how fucking fake it is? Tom is cool. You should honestly get an autograph. Get an autograph now, y'all. Bama's a little stingy with his autographs. Booger Sugar? Who the hell is Booger Sugar? Oh. I've never done booger sugar. I've never heard it called. I've never ever heard it called that before. I was like, booger sugar. That's not for me. Y'all aren't skinny enough. I would die. That's not for me. Both of my parents were addicts, and that was enough for me to not do any of the wild shit. I love me some natural stuff though, but definitely not anything not natural. What the hell's going on? I don't know, Louie. I don't know. Bama, you still here? Yeah, you treat people how they want to be, or not how they want to be treated, how they deserve to be treated. Did you legalize that? I didn't know that. The Bushwhackers in '94. Yeah, Steve Urkel. Who won? The Bushwhackers? That's starting to sound like some old school Playboys. Oh, breakfast for dinner is always great. I definitely being from the country, like I could eat breakfast all day. I honestly was just thinking, I was like, I think I'm gonna make some sausage, some sausage, eggs, some toast. I was thinking, I was like, grits, is that too much? I don't know. But now I'm like formulating, I'm like, yeah, eat some brain food. What is UNC? Is that uncle? Waffle House used to be back in the day, but I don't know. I feel like they don't wash shit back there. They probably got cockroaches everywhere, and we all just eating like legs of cockroaches and shit. I don't know. When I used to get like trash and drunk and stuff, that was a good drunk, trashy food. And then when I lived in Tennessee, you know, like or Nashville specifically, like we would eat Waffle House. I don't even think there's one close by to me right now. The SSG. 30-foot fall off a roof. What the hell, am I like today? Who's Jerry's kids? I missed this joke. Yeah, what up, Bill Clinton? I'm so dead. Yeah, did you have relations with that woman? Just asking for a friend. Fucking dead. You know, I saw Bill Clinton, y'all. He was looking hella old when I saw him. I saw him at a like I don't know. It was like a speech thing. It was way back in the day when it was when Obama ran the second time. I waited out there until 4 in the morning from 4 in the morning until like 10 a.m. And then Obama didn't mother effing come. He did not go. He didn't even show up. We're all standing fucking line. They're like, oh, he ain't coming. And I was like, wow. But they were like, Bill Clinton's still here though. And I was like, shit, he may croak soon, so I might as well sit here. And I thought it would be really cool to see Bill Clinton. I was like, all right. And it actually was, but this was old school. I had a BlackBerry, um, a BlackBerry phone, which I still have. So I'm wondering if I can get that phone started if I have any type of photos on there. I had a bunch of photos of Bill Clinton though. Sorry, my fish was doing something wild. I was like, oh, is he good in the hood? That's so funny. Like, Bill, 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 but not Bill Nye. It was Bill Clinton. Ooh, hash browns. I talked about this before I need my eggs cooked, though. I don't want no runny boogers or salmonella. Who's the Watts family? Oh my gosh, Tom. Oh my god. Don't provoke any of that shit in got no brain. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I got some mixed feelings. I mean, I used to be more involved in politics than I am now. Now I'm like, I've always felt this way, but I did lean more one side than the other. But I'm more like the government don't care about none of us. It's just like football teams. They just want us all to be pinned against each other, you know? $10,909. Is that what you just sent to me? Thanks, man. I'm gonna take myself out to lunch. Chill. Maybe get another dog. Yeah, why Bill shut up? He didn't say shit. He was like, damn, they ain't gonna ever let it go. Swaller. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, buddy's here. That's the way you leave the chat, Tom. That's hilarious. You're like, on that note, I'll let y'all sit on that, or we should let Bill sit on that. Ding ding. Am I Australian? No. I'm just me, crazy. Yeah, yeah. Thanks for hiding that. Cause that's no. You start doing the squigglies and all the weird shit. You done. Good morning. You know that reminds me of the country song. Good morning, beautiful. How was your night? Oh, 55 likes. Look, 555. Angel numbers. Wow, thanks y'all. But you know that country song, me and my best friend changed the lyrics, and every time I fucking hear it, that's literally what I hear is the changed lyrics. So instead of "Good morning, beautiful, how was your night?" Mine was "Lovely with you by my side." It was "Good morning, ugly, how was your night?" Mine was "Awful with you by my side." So now every time y'all hear that song, which if you don't listen to country, probably never, you're gonna hear that. It's forever scarred. My wig. No, this is natural. Natural horse hair. What the hell? Yeah, I'm American. I believe in peace all over, but I'm not supporting any of the stupid shit. I don't know about that with Memphis. Oh, you sold money, ninja. Oh my god. You should be a comedian. Everyone would show up. It is okay to back up, but I'm also reading the chat and I don't have my other devices to be doing that. But I did get a big Joe chair and I'm gonna do that in the future where I'm away and I'll read the chat from a distance, but I guarantee you people will be like, "You're too far away." It's like can't win. Thanks, Melvin. How's it going? Yeah, Mela, how are you still awake? Where do you are you off? Do you have you guys don't celebrate Memorial Day, right? Oh, nobody's borrowing, Jay. You're just giving me $10,000. There's no borrowing. You're just giving it, and you're just like, have fun. I'm like, okay, I'll let you know what I buy. I don't know. Final cut. You're probably gonna get the boot. Bama's real. He's like probably get stoned. Yeehaw. He's gotta calm his nerves. His lady's coming. She's only a few days away, and he's sitting here like, oh shit, can't be stoned enough. Yeah, Dante, that is true. I actually got an elliptical a couple days ago and a bike outside. So I do agree. I do agree. I drink my protein every day. I think it is important because We getting a little wiser on our journey, and I can't be like, oh, my neck, my back, you know? No, I support it. I definitely support being lean and all that. My secret workout was gardening. You see my back. My back's ripped, in the greatest ways because I love gardening and I have bamboo and that shit is the workout. If you've never cut bamboo, like thick bamboo, then you don't know what I'm talking about. This is the most that you've ever talked, Steve Urkel. But I appreciate you still coming back here. I remember Stefan as well. But your profile picture is like a mugshot. Is Steve Urkel in jail? Still the one. Wow, that immediately made me think of Shania Twain. That's not the one though, right? Because that's not rock. What is going on today? I don't really know. I got a list of things I need to do. I stayed on live longer than I thought. I was actually just gonna do the morning live running around the dogs and call it. And then here I am. Oh, 2.5 hours later, wild. Oh, and it reconnected, so I don't know if I've been here longer. Yeah, you're modding hard right now, and I appreciate it. Thanks for even being here. You're like, this is my good night story. Bedtime story. Oh my fucking god. Who says those things? Like, that's wild to me. Yeah, I thought it was getting better with the trolls. Well, attention to some level, Blizzard. I don't know. There's just like, it's like raunchy though. I think everyone like wants some form of love and interaction and stuff, but some of this stuff is just like, I don't know. Definitely a lack of a lot of things. Yeah, Mela, are you a stoner too? Is it legal there? I support all people. That's why I said earlier, I was like, if you genuinely are asking because the name may confuse you, but if you are like, I don't know, not dumb, you would just go to my fucking channel and look. But the reality is like, I understand people operate a little bit differently, but most of the time, it's just people being like, see you next Tuesdays. Like, you're trying to be funny and you're not. So, and if you really think I get off these lives crying off of what you think of me, then you're sadly mistaken. Oh, probably good that I got the hand over the speaker. What up, Simba? Have you ever been to the US, Mela? Oh, shit. I don't know. Maybe it was the universe why you guys couldn't hear me again. It's probably for the best for all. Yeah, and then I'm giving you 4K so you can go get a pew. Tom just left because he's meeting up with someone, Simba. I don't know if you saw that. I'm like, yeah, you give me 10K and then that other person give me 10K and then maybe I'll consider that, but probably not. Maybe we'll just invest into doggy school. He's like, I see myself dozing off. I'm so late. He's probably been asleep. He's like drooling now. Melo's like, out. Oh, I'm caught up. Oh, that's exciting. Even though literally my phone's at like 2%. Quite literally. Oh, that's okay. But, neither are you. And you should never come back. Who is Jolie White? Who's that, Holly? Yeah, like a dog BD in school. I was saying recently, I've always wanted to do this, but I'd love to do like a I don't want to say rehab, like rehabilitation, which is rehab, but I would like to take in animals, like probably specifically these two breeds, since I've like really honed in on that. I wouldn't be against other dogs though, for sure, but I would really like to hone in on these breeds that have been neglected and abandoned and not appreciated, or people took on more than they could, and now the dog has to be rehomed because you're a bad human, you know? I would like to focus on that, and then maybe train the dogs and rehome them to people that are qualified for their needs, like have a real like background trying to check thing, and maybe do training for the humans that want these dogs to show how much you care. I know some people are like, just give me the dog, but there's a couple places like that surrounding me that really do thorough background checks and like make sure that people aren't just like adopt and then back to the rehoming stuff. I'd like to do something like that. Probably Dutch Shepherd and Belgian, but I'm not like crossing out other dogs, you know, because there's so many issues with dogs like being rehomed, neglected, abandoned, all those things. But I'm sure that it's probably like being educated on certain breeds so you can hone in on what they're looking for, you know? Yeah, I think all dogs do for the most part, you know. You should really hone in on what breed you're looking into getting so you can kind of know what you're getting into. It's still never going to be the same, and so it's not going to be the same until you get it. But even reading it is good to have some background information on like what am I getting myself into. Reading and doing completely freaking different. People are like, yeah, high energy, I'll be fine. I'll just take the dogs on hikes all the time and I'll just be interactive and active. And we'll say my keep me active, which is a bonus and a perk, but that's not for everyone. People are lazy couch potatoes and they just want to sit on their ass all the time. And for these breeds, that's not going to work. They are chill bill. Obviously, I've been on a live and stuff. They are chill bill and stuff, but you do need to actively be burning that energy, you know? Otherwise, you have a Tasmanian devil running around your house destroying shit. So there needs to be a happy medium. I think a lot of people do it like, oh, they're popular, oh, they're in the military, or oh, they're just so smart. Yes, they are smart and they'll probably outsmart most humans, and they do. And that's why they get rehomed a lot. And then they start having biting issues and they become aggressive and fucking psycho because you sucked and you should have gone to training and you should have done training with your dog. A lot of these people ship off their dogs and stuff and don't. It just gave me a cool idea. But a lot of people just ship off their dogs and stuff, aren't even at these fucking trainings, and then the dogs will go back home. They'll have training for weeks or month, XYZ amount of time, and go back to normal because the owner didn't also receive training. The owner also doesn't know what they're doing, hence why they sent the dog to training or boot camp to begin with. So yes, I have feelings. Yeah, you're like, not for me though. I've seen boxers obviously, but I've known anyone that's like had one. I'm assuming they're very like high energy. There's a lady in the neighborhood that has one, and the dog is a fucking asshole. Like every time it sees us, but the lady is too. Like she makes it seem it's like us, and I'm like, but your dog is the one losing its shit. What are we talking about here? Very high energy. Yeah, like they do burnouts. Like my Dutch when we go outside, super duper fucking stoked. Duper duper. And then the Belgian does too. The Belgian's very vocal. Very, very, very vocal. A lot of people don't realize that. Like I I think that people really need to study breeds before they just dive in, and most of the time that doesn't happen. It's super sad, and then that's a trend. So I'd like to have like a I don't know. Well, I need a word for it. Um, I don't want my phone to die on me. Also, if it dies, that's what happens. But I would like to have that kind of scenery where we do like a training and humans involved in it, and or if I'm like training a dog and then rehoming it to a human, I Christmas gift, and now Christmas is over and the excitement's over and I want the dog gone. It's like, no, you should have thought this out. Now you've created an abandonment issue and you need someone to save this. Or people that have bad dogs that destroy everything. And I always say that it's really the human that's created a bad dog, you know? But then they destroy everything, they're reactive, they fight people, they bite people, you know? It's like, but you haven't honed in on it. Or if you're gone all the time because you're working and that's society and that's what we do, then how is the dog ever gonna like learn not to do these things? Very important. People just don't care enough. Oh, the volume again. Yeah, I have a Dutch Shepherd and a Belgian Malinois. So I'd like to do like an academy of some sort. I think I like that word better. An academy of some sort with those breeds specifically, but I'm not against other breeds. I love all animals, but it would be cool to like really hone in on that so I didn't chew off more, like bite off more than I can chew kind of thing. Um, but to see the yin and yang and the similarities between both breeds, it would be cool to focus on that. Like, whenever I do like dog events and stuff, and there's a lot of those breeds around, for the most of the events, like I do random dog events and there's all kinds of different breeds, but then there are dog events specifically for Dutch and Mals. And, a lot of them have the same issues, you know? So I am seeing a common trend of humans really effing up, and then the dog is a bad dog now, and I'm like, no, you just sucked and you should have thought this out, you know? It's forever home, it's a forever home, you know? And people are like, okay, I'm done because I'm an idiot, but I'll never admit it, that I should have never done this, you know? It's sad. I had German shepherds growing up. I think I had Belgians too, but I definitely had German shepherds growing up, and I think that's honestly like almost a misconception. Something happened there because Germans weren't always aggressive, but now you see them in the shelters all the time, and it's almost like really major kudos to the trainers that take the time to hone in on what they need as well, and they try to go in and rewire that aggression issue or whatever the issue may be. But that's a lot of work, and that's not fair that people have to clean up what you did, you know? But it's definitely a lot of XYZ. I think German Shepherds are really smart, and Police Academy used to use a lot of German Shepherds and stuff. But I think it also has to do with like breeding. Are we just pushing out dogs and we're not honing in on their intelligence, on things that they're really good at? And that can also create a dog that has issues too if they're not getting what they need, or you're being passed around all the time. Is it the dog's fault anymore, or is it the humans, you know? Oh, it makes me so sick too. It's like disgusting. I'm like, first off, there's never a perfect dog. Never. You could be biased and be like, I love my baby and stuff, but everyone has little tweaks. Like even between my boys, they have little things sometimes too. Overall, they're very grounded and I love them and I couldn't trade them and wouldn't trade them for the world. But even the people that knew them before me, primarily my Dutch, because my Belgian was a baby, but my Dutch had been to shows and stuff, and he was like literally training for certain things. So like people know him a little bit more than my Belgian. Completely different dog. I like get compliments all the time. It's like, this is the same dog? Like, and it's interesting to see for me personally because I didn't go in like I'm a dog trainer like a lot of these fucking weirdos and assholes do. Like it's an ego thing. And I'm like, no, I'm like an animal whisperer. I just like hone in, and like when I got my dogs, I wasn't getting it off of a breed based level. I was getting it because literally a dude tried to break in, and I was like, okay, I have more time to hone in on a dog, and it could have been any dog, and it just ended up being the way that it was. And then when I started realizing what was going on with the protection dog community, I was like, oh fuck, like maybe this is where I step in a little bit because I love animals so much and I need this to not be like constant trend. And it is. People get these dogs, they see them on YouTube, they see them in videos and just think like, cutest little dog ever, they're so smart, and then all of a sudden the dog has outsmarted you and you don't want it anymore, and now we have a dog with an abandonment issue, or we have a dog with aggression issue, or you think it's cute that it's like biting toys and wrestling with you, and that becomes an actual issue. I need to make a video with both of my dogs where like my Dutch doesn't really care to do it much, but me and my Belgian will like play around and like play fight and stuff. But as soon as it starts to be like I just changed my hand movement a little bit, you can turn that off and he's licking you. It's not a continuous like, oh, I'm gonna bite you. And he's gentle. He doesn't do like piercing biting. I think a lot of people think it's all cute and games when a puppy is like dragging and chewing things, and then all of a sudden it's destroyed your house or it's destroyed your arm and leg, and you're like, okay, I want this dog gone. But you told the dog to do these things, you know. You told him to chew on this. You told him to destroy XYZ. You thought it was all cute because he's a little alligator, or you think he's a Dutchie and he's just a little puppy. But then that grows into issues, you know. There needs to be a light that turns off and on. And if you don't know how to navigate that, or you don't understand that with your dog, then you know people will seek help and stuff. But as mentioned earlier, you can go take them to these trainings. They spend XYZ amount of time. You spend hella dollars to get this done. If you're not going to fix what you're doing that created this issue, probably, the dog will just go right back and you've done wasted all your money, you know? And if you're not going to be firm, because they need alpha. If I ask them calmly to do something, like they may listen because they know me and they love me and I'm a mom, but they need authority. They need you to be like firm in your boots. Like if you're not, they piss right through that and they're just like, okay, I don't care. Like me and my boys are at understanding now. Like I don't know. I have mixed feelings with some of the people in the community and how they approach things with trainings and stuff too. I like a lighter training. Like I'm not gonna go do some of these things that these fucking people do. Like it's not in the books for me. And that's what I think makes me slightly different, because you really just need to have that companionship and then you build off of XYZ, you know? What up, William? Yeah. Well, animal's an animal to me. I've had so many different animals growing up. Like animals are animals to me. So like I'm not like one of those bougie people like, ooh, I need this breed because I want to look like XYZ. Like look at Frenchie's. Frenchie blew the fuck up. Like the girl across the street has a Frenchie and the shit drags her around. I'm like, that's like a 10-pound dog. That's a joke to me, you know? But they did it out of being bougie and they think it's cute. She's reactive now. She fucking loses her shit when she sees any other dog. They probably thought it was cute and encouraged that. And then they have a Yorkie sometimes, and the Yorkie's even fucking worse. But that's where people fuck off too with these little dogs. They get little dog syndrome and they fucking pop off at the mouth and they start fighting and biting, and it's just wild. But they've encouraged that. Like they'll be like, oh, get him, you know? And then there's no turn off. You can't seize it, you know? Like I have commands and stuff with my dogs too, but when I say enough is enough, is enough. Like you don't continue to do XYZ. It's just like we're done here, you know? And it doesn't need to be crazy. It just needs to be an understanding between you and your animal.